Are you looking for a way to earn passive income on your savings that potentially beats traditional banks without the extreme volatility of most cryptocurrencies? Well, then, this entire episode is the perfect episode for you. We're going to go over how to yield farm stablecoins for safe passive income. So, the first things first is we need to know stablecoins, what are they, what they're about, and stuff like that. So, if we jump over here to Cointelegraph, we have a breakdown of traditional stablecoins. What are they? So, we have fiat collateralized stablecoins, crypto stablecoins, algo stablecoins, and commodity backed stablecoins. So each of these provides its own different uniqueness. The top one, fiat, is one-to-one backed. Crypto collateralized means that this is backed by the likes of, say, Bitcoin, Ethereum, things like that. Algo stables are a bit more risky, and if you're around in the Terra Luna times, you know the impact this had on more than likely your wallet and crypto in general. We have commodity-backed stablecoins like Pax Gold, which is backed by gold and real-world assets, basically. So what we want to do now is, key thing here is to see what we can potentially earn. You have a general idea of what stablecoins are, and over here, if we look at pickthebank.eu, it gives you a breakdown of the highest saving rates in the EU at this moment in time. Germany's leading the way at 2.38%, which is absolutely super low. Again, for stable coins, farming or earning and stuff like that, savings. So with that in mind, what we're going to do is look at a few different platforms. First things first, we're jumping over here to SwapX. Obviously, SwapX, of course, sponsored the entire series. Definitely worth to check out because they do have some great options here for yield farming for definite on it. And one of these we're going to quickly just draw our attention to straight away is down here. Here's a position you can potentially get up to 10, nearly 11%, along with your points and stuff like that for Sonic. These are from Rings, and this is, I think, is the receipt token from depositing into Aave. So opportunity here straight away is 10% straight off the bat. We're 5x more than what we have on Germany over there. So what we want to do is get an idea of, I suppose, risks involved in stuff like this. So one of the biggest risks I find with every single platform in crypto, no matter what you're doing, is obviously protocols. You need to make sure protocols have audits done. Audits is the first step to kind of giving a bit more peace of mind. You wouldn't deposit money into a bank if you have no idea that the bank has done a bit of research in the background, audits, check the whole lot like that. So you need to do the same in crypto, no matter what it is. Always look and check for audits and read through audits and things like that. Next thing we want to pay attention to is TVLs. Always want to make sure TVLs are decent. Don't get into a position, no examples here, but just assume this USDC or this position here is down in 10,000, 4,000, 3,000. Don't get into a position like that because it can be extremely risky early on. Unless you know the platform, or if it's a different case, if it's a brand new pool and potential like that, which is fair enough, that's perfect. So they are some of your big risks you need to make sure you kind of understand and familiar with first. So the next step, what we want to do is we want to look at is obviously what positions, where can we get these yields, and what are the potential opportunities. So straight away, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to jump over to another protocol again, and just to kind of show you in here. So in this position, USDC.mai tokens, 11.36%. You can see all the different APIs and APRs for stablecoin positions. However, some of these are not always going to be stablecoin positions. Keep that in mind. So with that in mind, we're going to use this one as an example, USDC May token. And what we're going to do is just to quickly show you the chart. So this is an excellent chart to show you the potential of obviously one of the risks as well. So one of the risks here is depegging, which can happen very quickly in crypto, but definitely stablecoins because of if there's overbought or oversold areas of a stablecoin. So in this position, you can see here, it obviously went away from roughly the dollar mark down to 95, nearly 96 cent. Did bounce back up. Again, if you're getting involved in a reliable pair, you're okay. Obviously, you're getting into a risky pair, it might have a harder time to get back to peg and get that. The peg is basically back to a $1 one-to-one swap. So the next thing what we're going to do here is we're going to jump over, as I mentioned, we're on yield fat, and we have a few different options here, I suppose, really, that we can kind of take full advantage of. So option one is we have this one. We can get into this position, 11.3% straight into the yield, and we can be earning our 11.36% per day, or not per day, per year, which is perfect. Option 2 here is we can jump on over here to Beefy Finance. We can get into this exact same position on Beefy. The difference is it compounds your rewards, which makes the APY a little bit higher. So it's showing the base APY there, I think 11.39, but if we go over here, here, I think it is, it's 13.32. Oh no, sorry, it's this one. So it's 11.39 here. The APY is, so again, APY is shown as compounded. That's, what was that? That was option 2. Option 3 is you can grab your USDC, for example, come over here to Silo Finance as an example, and this is pretty much going to allow you to give earn 7.3% on it. You do absolutely not need to deposit in. You let it sit there, it earns your 7.3%, and away you go. We have other opportunities here on US for stablecoins. So again, here we can deposit, get 3%, 2.6%, 3.4%. Have a lot of options. We get 9.2% here for lending. Obviously, we get bonus Sonic points as well. And so straight away, that's a decent one, 9.2, 8.4. So you can see straight off the bat, there is a massive amount of opportunities for to potentially earn yield from it. Finally, as I mentioned, we have the options over here on SwapX. SwapX, as I mentioned, we have one position here, BUSDC. We have another one, where was it, up here, again, 10%. We have another one here, which is often 11.8%. Still, TVL is high. Happy with that. In comparison to the entire platform, TVL is still perfect for me. We have another option down here. I think it's 400,000, or nearly 500,000. And another one here is 500,000 gone. This is 4%. This is obviously 12%. Now, again, you need to check out what makes up the stablecoin. These can be receipts of lending and borrowing. These can be a host of other things. So that's something you have to double check. Like as I mentioned when I said, here, you need to find out what category the stablecoin is falling into, and again, to risk to reward, what are you more happy with? Yeah, so that's pretty much it. There are the 3 kind of ways you can potentially do it. Again, I will definitely dive deeper into this because I think it's something that everyone you need to kind of get an idea of how they all plays out and how they interact with one another. I suppose before I go into that, just to give you a bit of realistic information here as well, that if you're thinking, do people actually use it? You can see obviously the TVL is high there. But here's 2 wallets that I found that are into this position here, the USDC My token. And in here you can see one in Beefy, they have $215,000 in it, and the actual position they're in, which is here, you can see that they have 100,000 in it, and it's after earning $22 worth of rewards. This is obviously the Beefy token, and this is just going to pretty much compound away at their 11-12%. And again, here we jump over to another wallet, has 90,000 in it, and 90,000 of that is pretty much yield farming stablecoins. It is one of the best ways for whales, and how whales get fatter and bigger is pretty much yield farming stablecoins. So look, we're going to leave it there. Again, shout out to SwapX. Make sure you check them out. Leave the link in the description for them. Let me know what you think. And if you're yield farming stablecoins and you're into something completely different, definitely let me know in the comments, because I'm always on the lookout for new yield farms. So thanks very much for watching, and I hope everyone has a great day.